Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, the enrichment. But we'll be taking the grammar from Unit 3. But before we do that, let's revise our previous lesson. If you remember, we talked about unique hotels, maybe one-of-a-kind hotels, as you can see here in the pictures, the capsule hotels and the undersea hotel. It's a hotel under the sea, and the top of the trees or tree house hotels, let's call them like that, and the igloo hotels in Finland. The igloo hotels, whether it's a glass igloo or a snow igloo. Of course, which one do you find really intriguing? Which one interests you? So this is up to you. Also, we took the exercise to create your own unique hotel. What ideas do you have to create your own unique hotels? For example, these are some of my ideas: to have a water slide, maybe a movie theater or a cinema inside, a library for people who would prefer reading than watching movies, and maybe a football pitch to play football there, maybe have some tournaments. Why not? So these are some of the ideas to create a unique hotel. Of course, it's all up to you and your opinion. And these are some questions to help you. Where is the hotel? How large is it? What attractions does it have? What makes it unique? So what makes your hotel unique? So these are today's objectives: to classify the adverbs according to their degree, rewrite sentences using adverbs of degree. We'll be taking adverbs of degree today. Indicate an attitude with sentence adverbs. Use sentence adverbs correctly. Use adverbs of degree with adjectives. Also use the adverb of degree with adverbs. Use the word enough with adverbs of degree. Use sentence adverbs with simple tenses and with compound verbs. So these are all the objectives today, so pay attention. So beginning here, the grammar with the adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree tell us about the intensity of a verb, adjective, or other adverbs. The intensity, how strong is the adjective? Some common adverbs of degree are absolutely, almost, barely, completely, enough. We'll be talking about the word enough later. Extremely, hardly, just, nearly, quite, rather, scarcely, so, to, and very. So again, the adverbs of degree show the intensity of a verb or an adjective. So when you say Ahmed is late and you say Ahmed is very late, there's a difference here. So the intensity of the adjective here is different. Late is not like very late. Also, it's not like too late. We'll be talking about that later. Also, the adverbs of degree usually go before the main verb they modify. So they come before the main verb, not after. Before the main verb they modify. For example, here, I've almost finished packing. I've almost finished packing. So you can see here the word almost came before the main verb finished. I nearly missed my flight. I nearly missed my flight. So we can see here that it came before the main verb they modified. The second one here, adverbs of degree usually go before the adjective or adverb they modify. So this is this one that we know, that it comes before the adjective or the adverb. The travel agency was extremely helpful. Extremely helpful. He read the map very carefully. Very carefully. So we know that it comes before the adjective come before it comes before the adjective or the adverb they modify. We say very big or very small. So we know that the adverbs of degree come before the adjective or the adverb they modify. When enough is used as an adverb of degree, it's placed after adjectives and adverbs. So we're talking just about the word enough here. It doesn't come before, it comes after the adjective or the adverb. Is your coffee hot enough? For example, when you say the coffee is not hot enough, is not hot enough. So it came after the adjective hot. you're not speaking loudly enough. When you say to your teacher, you're not speaking loudly enough. So loudly here, the adverb, you put the word enough after the adverb. So just the word enough comes after the adverb, just come after the adjective or the adverb. So what's the difference between too and very? There's a difference between too and very. For example, when you say very expensive and too expensive, there's a difference. When you say very late or too late, there's a difference. So what's the difference between too and very? Very simply means extremely. Very, it's an intensifier, of course, simply means extremely. Too means more than necessary. So very simply means extremely. Too means more than is necessary or desirable. So too changes the situation. For example, here, when you say the hotel is very expensive, but we're going to stay there. So when you say the hotel is expensive, it is expensive, very expensive actually, but I can manage, I'm going to stay there. But when you say here, the hotel is too expensive, it means I can't afford it. When you say too expensive, so the situation changes here, so I can't afford it, I'll be going to another hotel. Or you can say the coffee is very hot, but you can manage, you can drink it sip by sip. Or when you say the coffee is too hot, it means I can't drink it now. So this is the difference between very and too. Sentence adverbs. Sentence adverbs modify an entire sentence, or a whole clause within a sentence. They indicate the attitude of the speaker. Focus on this here. They indicate the attitude of the speaker. Some common sentence adverbs are actually, admittedly, apparently, certainly, clearly, evidently, frankly, honestly, naturally, obviously, officially, presumably, probably, undoubtedly, if you remember it, fortunately or unfortunately. So these are some sentence adverbs. They indicate the attitude of the speaker. So the speaker who chooses this word, this is what he has in his mind to say about it. So let's take some examples here of sentence adverbs. Some sentence adverbs usually go at the beginning of the sentence. Some of them come in the beginning of the sentence. When you say frankly, I'm disappointed in the quality of this hotel. So when you say frankly, this indicates the attitude of the speaker, which is he's being honest here, frankly, admittedly. When you say admittedly, it means that you admit something. So this is what it's mean to indicate the attitude of the speaker. When the speaker begins here with the word frankly, so now you know he's going to give his honest opinion about something. Frankly, I'm disappointed in the quality of this hotel. Other sentence adverbs can go after the verb be, here, before simple tenses of other verbs, or after the auxiliary verb in a compound verb. Again, we have three situations here: after the verb be, before simple tenses of other verbs, or after the auxiliary in a compound verb. So, for example, here, you are obviously having a good time. You are, this is be here, you are obviously having a good time. Obviously, something right in front of me, I can see it. You are obviously having a good time. He certainly spent a lot of money on this trip. So this one is before simple tenses. This is simple past. He certainly spent a lot of money on this trip. Certainly, it means that the attitude of the speaker here, that he is sure about this matter. He is sure about something. He certainly spent a lot of money on this trip. The flight has undoubtedly left by now. The flight has undoubtedly left by now. So it came after the auxiliary in a compound verb. The flight has, this is the auxiliary. Find more examples in the articles on pages 34 and 35. 5. So let's get back to the articles and find more examples there. Let's listen to the first one here.
Jules Undersea Lodge. Florida, USA. Undoubtedly, most people have never been to a hotel like Jules Undersea Lodge before. This extremely unusual hotel, located in Key Largo, Florida, is on the ocean floor. Guests scuba dive to the hotel's one unit, which is over 19 feet, 6 meters, below the surface. The unit includes 2 bedrooms, a television, and 50-inch, 127-centimeter, circular windows that offer views of passing sea life.
So, where's the example here? Yes, that's correct. The first word actually here, undoubtedly. Undoubtedly, most people have never been to a hotel like Jules. So, undoubtedly, which means without a doubt, the attitude of the speaker here that he is sure about something. So, the second article here, let's listen to it together.
Arraial Amazon Towers Hotel Manaus, Brazil. Arraial Amazon Towers Hotel in Manaus, Brazil, is the world's largest commercial tree house. Amazingly, Arraial's towers are built at the level of the rainforest treetops, about 72 feet, 22 meters, in the air. The towers are linked together by 4 miles, 6 kilometers, of wooden catwalks. This very unusual setting gives guests the unique opportunity to experience the plant and animal life of the rainforest canopy while leaving the rainforest's ecosystem undisturbed.
So, can you find the example in this article? Okay, let's see it together here. Of course, it's the word amazingly. The attitude of the speaker that he is amazed, he is surprised, amazingly, from the word amazing. Amazingly, Arraial towers are built on the level of the rainforest treetops. So that's the amazing thing here, that the hotel is built on the tree tops. The last one here, the Kakslauton Hotel in Finland. Let's listen to it together.
The Kakslauton Hotel, Lapland, Finland. In the heart of Finnish Lapland, 155 miles, 250 kilometers, north of the Arctic Circle, lies a truly magical place. The Kakslauton Hotel offers guests the opportunity to stay overnight in either a snow or glass igloo. Those who choose the glass igloos can enjoy the night skies and the stunning northern lights from the comfort of their own bed. Luckily, the hotel provides cozy, extra warm sleeping bags for the guests who choose to sleep in snow igloos.
So, where's the example here? Okay, let's look for it together. It's the word luckily. From the word luck. Luckily, so the attitude of the speaker here, he's expressing the luck that you have here. Luckily, what's the luck here? The hotel provides cozy, extra warm sleeping bags for the guests who choose to sleep in a snow igloo. So this is why he said luckily. So exercise A, rewrite each sentence to include the adverb of degree. The first one is already done here. We have recovered from our trip and the word almost. So we say, remember to put it before the verb. We have almost recovered from our trip. This is actually an extremely easy exercise here. Just put the adverb of degree in the correct place. Number 1. We ate anything on the airplane. We ate anything on the airplane, and the word hardly. So, how do we rewrite the sentence using the word hardly? Yes, that's correct. We hardly ate anything on the airplane. That's correct. We just put it before the verb. We hardly ate anything on the airplane. So we just ate a little bit. We barely ate anything. Number 2, the food was bland for me. The food was bland for me. So, yes, that's correct. The food was too bland for me. Maybe he didn't eat it. The food was too bland for me. Number 3, the flight attendant dropped my meal on me. And the word nearly, the adverb of degree, nearly. The flight attendant dropped my meal on me, and the word nearly, yes, the flight attendant nearly dropped my meal on me. So did he drop the meal? No, he nearly dropped it. Again, the flight attendant nearly dropped my meal on me. Sleeping on the train was uncomfortable, and the word rather. Sleeping on the train was uncomfortable, and the word rather. Yes, that's correct. Sleeping on the train was rather uncomfortable. Number 5, we were exhausted by the end of our trip, and the word absolutely. We were exhausted by the end of our trip, and the word absolutely. Yes, we were absolutely exhausted by the end of our trip. We were very exhausted, absolutely exhausted by the end of our trip. Last one here, the airplane seat wasn't big for me. Wasn't big for me. Maybe it was big, but not for me. Why? And the word enough. Yes, you say the airplane seat wasn't big enough for me. It doesn't suit me. It wasn't big enough for me. Exercise B here, complete the paragraph with the sentence adverbs from the box. Sometimes more than one answer is possible. And the box here has the words actually, indeed, obviously, probably, however, interestingly, presumably, and surprisingly. So the paragraph is about the Abraj al-Bayt in Mecca. Let's read it together. Staying in the Abraj al-Bayt hotel in Mecca, Saudi Arabia is an amazing experience. Number 1, yes, actually, it is a complex of 7 skyscraper hotels. Number 2, yes, surprisingly, the Central Hotel Tower has the world's largest clock face and the tallest tower in the complex. So, number 3, and yes, interestingly, the tallest tower in the complex is, that's correct, number 4, indeed the tallest building in Saudi Arabia. So interestingly means something that interests you, indeed something that you are sure about, the tallest building in Saudi Arabia, with the height of 601 meters. The hotel is very close to Islam's most sacred site, the Great Mosque of Mecca. The hotel complex was, number 5, built to accommodate pilgrims of the Hajj. Number 5 is, yes, obviously, something that we all can notice. Obviously, built to accommodate pilgrims from the Hajj that visit Mecca every year from all parts of the Muslim world. It also welcomes visitors to Mecca throughout the year. So number 6 is, however, it also welcomes visitors to Mecca throughout the year, even though the greatest concentration of visitors is most during the Hajj. Yes, is most probably during the Hajj. The Abraj al-Bayt has a 5-story shopping mall and a parking garage capable of holding over 1,000 vehicles. Number 8, both for visitors of the mall and for the hotel guests. So number 8 is obviously what? Yes, presumably both for the visitors of the mall and for the hotel guests. So presumably something that you assume, presumably both for the visitors of the mall and for the hotel guests. So exercise C here, read the following facts about another unusual hotel in another country. Then write a paragraph about it using adverbs of degree and sentence adverbs. Here are some points. The hotel is located on the Torn River, 124 miles or 200 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. The hotel is the biggest igloo in the world. The biggest igloo in the world. It melts into the river every spring and is recreated every winter. The temperature inside the hotel is 23 Fahrenheit or -5 Celsius. So you have these points to help you to write the paragraph or answer the questions we have here. why do you think people would want to stay in this hotel? So why do you think people would like to stay in this hotel? What's interesting there? Yes, because the hotel is the biggest or the largest igloo in the world. This is really interesting. It's the largest igloo in the world. Of course, it's a snow igloo. I would like to stay there for a night or two. Number two, would you like to stay there? Of course, I would like. Yes, of course. What happens to the hotel every spring? What happens to the hotel, to the ice? Yes, that's correct. It melts into the river. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson. See you next lesson, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.